The Nintendo Switch was certainly one of the biggest surprises for both Nintendo and gaming fans in general. Not only did they reveal that the latest Legend of Zelda would be revealed as a launch title, but they also revealed multiple other titles that Nintendo fans had been happily anticipating, and even some that people had been practically begging for. A sequel to Splatoon, a Fire Emblem title in the Dynasty Wars series, a new No More Heroes title, and a brand new 3D open world Mario title. But one title was missing, which was a new Super Smash Bros. Game. But nearly a year later, at the end of a direct, they did announce a new Super Smash Bros. Game, with only the reveal of Inkling, Mario, and a new variant of Link, Breath of the Wild. Between the reveal of that and E3, there were many leaks, with some being quite believable, while others actually ended up being correct. Although it seemed as if none of the Smash leakers ended up guessing arguably one of the best additions to this ultimate game, Echo Fighters. Echo Fighters are a weird concept. Not weird in a bad way by any means, but more weird in the way that they were perceived among fans. Say all you will, but they're clones. Clones were a concept first officially in Super Smash Bros. Melee, with examples such as Roy over Marth, Peach over Pikachu, and one of the weirdest choices, Ganondorf over Captain Falcon. But clones have been in Smash for quite a while, and even were classified in a line in the fighter selection of Smash Bros. For the Wii U. But in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we were introduced to the concept of Echo Fighters, and I must say, they're a much welcome change. With previous clones such as Lucina and Dark Pit, there were barely any differences. Lucina used her full sword instead of just the tip like Marth, and Dark Pit had barely any differences besides minor technical things. But with these Echo Fighters, they actually have unique things. While they borrow the moveset of the character they're based on, they can have very different idle animations, properties, taunts, victory animations, and sometimes even different ways of doing moves. So what really classifies someone as an Echo? This is only half of what the video is actually about, but this does help me explain the title a little bit more. Erasing an Echo came to my mind when I thought about why Dr. Mario isn't an Echo Fighter. And then it hit me. You can take one of the Echoes we currently have and turn them into a semi-clone while replacing them with Dr. Mario. Now, I know a lot of people may not agree with me on this, but I think you could take, of all Echo Fighters, Ken and give him the title of semi-clone and replace him with Dr. Mario. But how could Ken become a semi-clone? Well, we surprisingly don't need to change a thing. He has enough differences to classify him as a semi-clone, and we'll use Falco, another semi-clone, to prove my point further. Semi-clones can best be described as similar to one character, but with different properties, aerials, taunts, victory animations, and to an extent different final smashes and variations on special moves. Let's compare Falco and Ken for this example, since Falco is already a semi-clone of Fox. Both fighters have different taunts and victory animations than the characters they were based on, but have different versions of special moves that they borrow from them. Falco's standard special is his blaster, while Fox has a blaster as well, only his does low damage with 0 knockback, while Falco's is much slower and deals knockback. Ryu and Ken's standard specials are very similar, with little differences besides a small appearance change of the Hadouken. Fox and Falco's up specials are practically the same, but when it comes to our pair of Street Fighters, Ryu's up special has no properties, while Ken has a fiery effect, and to my knowledge doesn't go as high, but I may be incorrect on that. Fox and Falco's side specials are nearly identical, except Falco's can spike near the end. The same goes to Ryu and Ken, except Ken's is a multi-hit, and finally, their down specials. The pilots have identical down specials, while our friendly rivals have nearly identical down specials as well, only Ken kicks instead of a hard-hitting punch like Ryu. So let's compare what we just said. Falco has a side special with his own touch, a standard special with his own touch, and an up special that has its own touch very slightly. Ken has a side special with a minor difference, a standard special with a very slight ounce of his own touch, and an up special with his own minor difference. Seems like Ken is sounding more like a semi-clone than an Echo Fighter, huh? So if Ken goes to the role of semi-clone with others like Isabelle, Lucas, and Falco, who would take the place of Ken? Well, Dr. Mario, as we've already established. So what does Dr. Mario do different than, well, Mario? He has a different back throw, and he throws pills instead of fireballs. He also has an electric up special and an electric side smash, as well as a spike, and he uses his cape differently. So, to be frank, Dr. Mario has the exact same moveset as Mario with a different coat of paint, except for his down special, which he borrows from Luigi. Even though Luigi already borrowed that from Mario, and that was Mario's original down special, but let's get back on track. So, where have we seen this before? Chrom has the exact same specials as Roy, without the fire effect, and he has another character's up special. So let's compare these two things, because they're sounding an awfully lot similar. Both Dr. Mario and Chrom have their characters' moves, and one has an electric effect where the other doesn't, and one has no effect while the other has a fire effect. Both Dr. Mario and Chrom also have different special moves from another character. They share the same, but they both have one difference. So in short, if I were redesigning Smash Ultimate, Ken would have fit much better as a semi-clone than an Echo. And maybe in Smash 6, who knows, they'll maybe group Dr. Mario in with a new batch of Echo fighters.